Hello everyone, and today I'll be playing Fix Your Social Anxiety. It's a totally normal game where you meet your guys and you decide to take the knowledge that you got back from attending like a seminar of some sort to go and chat up with them, I guess. I don't know if they're level of interest or not, but yeah. Oh, what? This is a lot. I'm not a professional or anything, so things can be skipped or bad. Yada yada. Who are you? It's the early afternoon, about 1:30 p.m. The weathered public bus that's seen better days slowly rolls to a stop in front of you. For once, it's on time. Those buses are never on time, man. A blonde person rushes in front of you. Sorry. You seem to be in a hurry. You alright? You respond casually, not directly looking at him. You find yourself standing there for at least 5 minutes as a chatty guy blurts his life story out to the bored bus driver. Eventually, it's your turn to purchase a bus ticket. You pay for your adult ticket because sadly you don't look young enough to buy a child's ticket anymore. Something you got away with until you were questioned recently. That's the same for me. I'm still going. I guess I look like I'm still in high school, so no bus driver questions me, which I'm happy about. So you don't try your luck now. You walk further into the bus and sit down. Lucky for your social anxiety, there's not a lot of people. Unlucky for your social anxiety, there's people. You stare out the window thinking about your day's events since this was going to be a long bus trip. Today was a short one-day course you had booked to participate in. You don't remember what the title was. These courses tend to use the most obnoxious big words they can, but you vaguely remember some contents of the course. Overall, it was essentially how to fix your life. Because your life is a mess. Whose life isn't, honestly? While you're not the one to get motivation from motivational speeches, even though it's their one job to do so, you mostly go to courses like these to make your CV look great for the future. You can put down your CV. However, you did want to fix your life. Maybe you can nitpick some things the speaker was yapping about to apply to your life. Your social anxiety? Let's tackle that. The speaker's advice was basically, if you pretend you're confident, you'll be confident. No. Have good posture. Make good eye contact. Take deep breaths. Now we need to tackle a victim for our socializing. You're not excited to randomly approach someone, as this is Britain, and British people can be grumpy. Looking at the three lovely, unbothered people who are happy with their lives without you interrupting them. Who should you choose? The emo, quiet guy. Chatty people are usually ones. Yeah, let's go with the chatty person. You're eager to talk. Well, that guy was just talking his head off to the bus driver, so he must be the easiest to talk to, right? You walk up to him. Hi, nice to meet you. This is Howard Hay. Hi, he beams. How's it going? His eyes barely meet yours. So much for making good eye contact. You can't even meet his eyes to make that contact. Yeah, not too bad, thanks. He smiles at you. Well, that's good to hear. What have you been up to? He's initiating small talk. You don't know whether to panic or celebrate. I did a course thing today. Sweet, I just came from visiting some friends. Their birthdays were today. Can't believe how much of a coincidence it is that they're the same age on the same day. They're both 23 today, nearly the same hour and everything. Isn't that crazy? They're basically twins. They're not actually twins, but they could be. Or maybe fate has dragged them together, assuming you believe in that stuff. You shrug, reducing to body language since you couldn't get a word in with this guy. I believe in soulmates. Well, we got deep real fast. Doesn't mean they have to be romantic. Like, those two friends of mine, they're both aromantic anyway. Oh, aromantic is when people feel little to no romance attraction, but they've been best friends since time began for them. Have you met your soulmate? Not yet, sadly, but recently I've been getting the feeling I'm close to finding them, so I have hope. This person is trying to make conversation, so, you have pretty eyes. Oh my, you angel. He's blushing over a somewhat simple compliment. I don't really get many compliments, you're too kind. He momentarily meets your gaze. Maybe I met my soulmate? What was that, sorry? No, nothing. He swats his hand dismissively. What music do you like? What an interesting question. You thought anything could impress this guy at this rate. I think I like classical music, Beethoven, and all of them. You look at him with sudden disbelief. I use the music to help me concentrate on various projects or when I'm walking dogs and such. It just scratches the right parts of my brain. Well, I didn't expect that. He tilts his head. Oh, what did you expect? Like pop music or something that keeps up with your energy. He lets out a laugh. Well, I appreciate you think I have energy. I definitely don't dislike pop music. I just like classical the most. I don't think I could dislike any music. That's fair enough. What music do you like? Artist or band? Artist or band? Ooh, I don't really have a band I listen to anymore. I just listen to random people. I do like listening to One Republic. Oh no, not One Republic. I don't remember. I just put One Republic. I don't remember their names. I can't remember their names. Oh yeah, I listen to them too. I've got a couple of friends who listen to them. They've got good stuff. I'll give it to you. You notice the bus coming to a stop. Outside, you're greeted with the familiar landscape of your homeland. It's time for you to leave. How will you say goodbye to the chatty guy? I hope I can see you again. Yes, totally. I'm on this bus pretty often, honestly. Oh, nice. I can only do these courses now and then, so I'm not on the bus that much. Aw, that's a shame. Well, it was nice seeing you. After saying goodbye, you thank the bus driver under your breath and leave, unsure if the bus driver even heard you. But it didn't matter. Soon, you'd be home sweet home. Upon returning home, you run over the conversation in your head repeatedly. Couldn't help but think about minor mistakes you made and how the other person could feel about it. Oh my god, I do this too. I just think, like, should I have said this? Like, did I sound weird? Most of the time I think I did sound weird. What if you had said something differently? You think he definitely hates you? No. Maybe you should attend more of those Fix Your Life courses. Not wanting to think about that right now, he decided to take a nap. He slipped into bed and tried to think about anything, but the conversations you were put to today, ending nothing abnormal. Maybe I could go with a quiet guy. When I talk to quiet people like me, like usually you click with them, but I don't know. That guy's reading a book, so he must have smart conversations, right? You stand in front of him. He's still engrossed in the literature. Should I say hey? He momentarily looks up to you and flashes a small smile before sinking back into his book. He doesn't seem to be too talkative. You guess it makes sense? Yeah. What are you reading? You gesture to his book. Hunger Games? You mentally sigh with relief when it's a title you recognize. Oh yeah, that's good. He nods his head, stopping the conversation there. That's something I would do. Where are you headed? Home, he answers briefly. This guy's so hard to talk to. Yeah, cool, me too. He nods, not looking up to you. What music do you like? What tattoos do you have? Would he have tattoos? Did I ask that? He glares at you. Tattoos are gross? Ooh, I didn't know. And don't you think that's a personal question? He simply looks back down. You're mildly shocked at the sudden demeanor change. You didn't think it would be that personal, could it be? You notice the bus coming to a stop. Oh no! Hold on. I want to try another question. Let me ask him if he likes any music. Okay, he lights up slightly. I like TV Girl and Arctic Monkeys a lot. Gives you a small smile. What about you? I'm gonna put Red Republic. I cannot think of, for some reason I cannot think of the band at the top of my name. I think that's very cool. He smiles sticks as he looks back down his book. Ugh, you're actually getting somewhere with this guy and he looks away again. Begin to think you're harassing the man. Yeah. Okay, once you agree with me, let's have your time to leave. I guess bye. Yeah, bye. He responds, but you're just glad he didn't leave you hanging or anything. 'Cause you look dumb in front of the other guys. Okay, you think then you're home sweet home. That conversation did not go so well. Let's try the last guy. And now we have the emo dude. This guy looks incredibly intimidating, but you've always been told not to judge a book by its cover. So off you go, not so confidently, walking over to where he was sat. You gesture to sit by him and he rolls his eyes, having to move his legs since he had them relaxed across the seats. Yeah. Instantly, he looks displeased with your presence. Let's not ask you alright. Hi, nice to meet you. He looks at you with disinterest, okay? He rolls his eyes and looks back to his phone. Should I say you have pretty eyes? No, how are you? He sighs as you try to talk to him. Better when you weren't talking to me. His gaze pierces into you. Do you have tattoos? Oh, a curious one, are we? If I told you they're not in places I could show you on a public bus. He grins at you evilly. How the freak are you supposed to respond to that? I, wouldn't believe you? I don't know. He lets out a warm chuckle at your answer. I thought you said that you're a coward. Rude. You open your mouth to retort back at him, but you close it in a mental protest. Nothing to say? Thought so. He coos tauntingly. For once, you act like the bigger person and decide to drop it there. Oh no, wait. Hold on, let me go back. Cause, yeah, you don't want someone to come up to the bus and like just start chatting with you. That's where I gotta look real mean. Wouldn't believe you? Does that mean you want me to show you? His cocky smirk is getting on your absolute nerves. Yeah? He raises his eyebrows. Well, I didn't expect little parasite to be so scandalous. He taunts, clearing his throat to slip up before his face and tone drop suddenly. You're not seeing it. You don't know where you were with this guy. Alright, and the bus is coming to a stop. How will you say goodbye? Nod out of respect? He raises an eyebrow and nods back to you. Okay. Something weird was supposed to happen. I didn't get to that part. Let me try again with the quiet guy. Maybe should I ask you, are you alright? Yeah, thanks, you. He seems relaxed at the casual gesture. Yeah, not bad, thanks. He gives you a singular nod of acknowledgement before looking back to his book. How on earth are we meant to get a conversation out of this? What are you reading? He gestured to his book, Hunger Games. Mentally sigh of relief when you recognize it. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. He stops the conversation. Should I say something? How are you? I'm good, thank you. Hold on. Okay, maybe that was the wrong question. Let's ask. Let's say you have pretty eyes. Wow, thank you. He couldn't meet your gaze, nor could he find anything to say. Your face is nice to look at, he murmurs quietly. Your eyebrows raised, not expecting a compliment back. I feel like I can really talk to you. Oh, thanks. He blushes softly before engrossing himself back into the book. Oh, let me try another response. Tattoos, music, look out the window. I found slightly wishing you talked to him. I can't ask for tattoos. I have music, maybe that might lead. He lights up slightly, and then he likes both of them, and I would say One Republic because that's the one I can think of in my head. Okay, and the bus is still coming to a stop. Let me go with the quiet guy. Let's be all chipper. Hi, nice to meet you. He looks up at you blankly, his expression slightly annoyed. Hi. Looks back down at his book, his once peaceful look now turned with light discomfort. There's no way he dislikes you for greeting yourself, right? What are you reading? He gestured to his book, Hunger Games. And he wants to stop it. Let's say you have really pretty eyes. Shut up. Oh my god. He mumbles quietly. From the sounds of it, he genuinely doesn't want to talk to you. I feel like I could really talk to you. Music do you like? I feel like I'm just getting him angry. Maybe with music? Tattoos? He glares at you. Alright, he doesn't like tattoos. You don't think it's personal? How can I say this? I hope to see you again soon? I don't. He says coldly, in the loudest voice he's spoken so far, which is normal speaking tone. You shudder as he while you walk away quickly. And you say goodbye. You'd be home sweet home. Upon returning home, you couldn't shake the feeling that you were being watched. Whenever you turned around, you swore you saw something. But you check around where people could possibly hide and there's no one there. You struggle to get sleep, but when you do, you fall into an unusually deep sleep. You could say it was the best sleep of your life if it didn't wake you up with a strange pain. Upon looking down, you notice bandages. You quickly lift them up to reveal stitches. What? You hear your heart sink fearfully as you waste no time in getting up. They still what, a kidney? You reach for your phone. You swore that the apps had moved about. Was that app there before? Did you put it there? Still, you call 999 and press the phone to your ear. 999, what's your emergency? You explain that you now have one less organ than you did last night, at least, you could only assume. You mention your name and address. We'll dispatch some officers right away. Stay on the phone, parasite. You thank them for your services. 10 minutes go by and the operator on the other end has gone silent. You look at your phone and realize they hung up. You weren't sure if it was intentional or not, but something stopped you from calling them back, as you had hoped that someone was coming to help. An hour passes and no one turns up at all. An hour turns into a few hours. You pass time by doing mundane things around the house. No one turns up for the whole day. Call them again, maybe? You dial 999 once again with the hope that a mistake was made. No one picks up. Most apps on your phone have somehow been deleted. A pop-up appears. What do you do? Reject yourself? Reject or redeem? Redeem? A new app appears on your phone after selecting yes on the pop-up. Seems you found yourself a new friend. Will you keep talking to them? Ending a second chance? It's that guy from the bus. Was he doing all this just because I annoyed him? And he tried to look all cute too. Okay, now I'm not gonna dial 999 this time. Decide not to call 999, whether it's because you had no faith that they were arriving, or because you held some hope that maybe they'd spontaneously arrive over the week. Day after day of waiting, you're slowly being erased, losing organs and turning into losing body parts. You feel like you're going insane. Seeing that, oh, that's so creepy. Seeing that same tall figure move within the corner of your eye, your identity is slowly being removed from various databases and life itself. Your bank no longer knew you. Friends had somehow forgot you. And eventually, you stopped existing. Ending rebuilt from scratch? What? Is he trying to... I don't even know, honestly. Moving on. Alright, there is a guide on this. I can figure out the other ending for this, so... There's a guide for all the endings. I'm gonna use that. So I will go, you alright? Yeah, thanks, you? Seems relaxed at the casual gesture. Yeah, not bad, thanks. He gives you a singular nod of acknowledgement before looking back to his book. And then you gesture to his book. And I'll say you have very pretty eyes. Wow, thank you. Okay, you didn't get mad this time. You couldn't meet your gaze, nor could you find anything to say. Your face is nice to look at, he murmurs quietly. Your eyebrows raised, not expecting a compliment back. And I will have to ask, what type of music do you like? And I have to say that I also like... Oh wait, I didn't... Hold on. I'm supposed to say that I also like, his music that he likes. So it was TV Girl. So you like to see him as me? That's so cool. Seems very happy. He knows the bus coming to a stop. Outside, you're greeted with the familiar landscape of your homeland. It's time for you to leave. How will you say goodbye to the quiet guy? Should I say see you again? It's a pleasant conversation. Most definitely. He smiles softly at you. You grin the best grin you can, which probably looks awkward to him, but you scurry off before you or him could give it another thought. After saying goodbye, you thank the bus driver. You go home. Upon returning home, you find a letter on the floor that slipped through the letterbox. You pick it up and read it. I've known you for a while now, and I've decided it's finally time to confess my love for you. Your eyes widen. A love note? I think you're incredibly gorgeous, as beautiful as a cherry blossom tree, yet I can't confront you about this right now. So take this note of my adoration towards you, signed with love, A.W. Well, you never thought you'd get a secret admirer. Although you didn't know of anyone with the initials AW, so you had no clue who they could be. You continued to get these letters, and slowly over time, they were more or likely less innocent. Sometimes they felt wrong for watching you wash yourself. Huh? However, I just can't help just admiring your beauty, every curve and lack of. You're gorgeous. One day you'll be mine entirely. Once I know everything about you, you'll be mine forever. Occasionally, you receive books of conversations you had, annotated to the last letter you uttered. They wouldn't stop, losing shirts, receiving gifts, even losing furniture. You even tried to move house, but everything followed you. Ending monitor, is he a freaking ghost? That is so creepy. Alright, moving on to the chatty guy. Let me not use the gun. Hey, you alright? Let's nod, head out of respect. He nods his head back. How's it going? Not too bad. He's initiating small talk. Hey, he was just talking, man. Let's just be indifferent. Look out the window. He pouts slightly as you look away, seeming to have enjoyed talking to you. Look out the window. He lets out an unamused huff as you continue to look out the window. He knows the bus coming to a stop, and you nod out of respect. He nods his head with a static expression. Alright. Take a nap. As you slip into bed, you can shake the feeling that you're being watched. A hateful gaze lay upon you. You ignore the feeling, boiling it down to paranoia as you drift into an uncomfortable sleep. You are awakened with a start as you hear a noise from beneath your blanket. Looking down, you see a strange lump that was either a suddenly grown tumor or unwanted company. We all know which one it was. What the hell? Slowly, you lift the blanket to see a pair of eyes looking at you. Parasite, you know, at first, I thought you weren't the one, he said slowly, an eerie grin stuck on his face. But forgive and forget, right? Everyone deserves another chance. I'm gonna kick him in the face, he exclaimed, shooting upright, bringing the duvet with him. You thought this would momentarily stun him? It never stuns these guys. Oh, a knife? Before you had the opportunity to escape, he lifts a knife you didn't know he held, using a free hand to pin you to the bed by your chest. You should have expected the fact that he had a knife. He was in your house after all. Forgive me for this. You weren't sure if he was talking to you or not, but it didn't matter anymore. He brings a knife down upon you into your soft solar plexus. You scream out as the knife sinks in further. You're dizzy from either the sight of the knife inside you or the fact that you were dying. The last thing you felt was the intense pain of the knife stabbing around in various parts of your body. It takes too long for you to pass out from the pain before you actually die. Ending till death do us part. Oh my god, that was awful. Let me go with the second choice of listening to what he has to say. I love you, Parasite, he says intensely. I know deep down you love me too. You're stuck in this body, but it's okay, I'm here now. So much affection is spilled within his words and unsettles you. He crawls closer to you. You remember me, right? He gently grabs your hands. I know you remember me, deep down. He presses a kiss to the back of your hand. If one of us left, we find the other, and I found you again, my angel. I kept our promise. What? And I'll never let you go again? Have they met before? Ending soulmates? This is very confusing, because he's talking as if they met before. Okay, so this time I was really friendly to him. I'll say I really feel like I could talk to you. Oh my, you're very flattering, my angel. His face tints a soft red. His angel? Why was he calling you that? Yeah, of course. He knows the bus coming to a stop. Blah blah blah. How will you say goodbye? I hope to see you again soon. Yeah, totally. I'm on this bus pretty often. Yes, yes. Today's social events took a toll on you. Huh? However, when you get into bed, you hear breathing, heavy breathing. My angel, my soulmate. Oh no, that's so creepy. Oh my god. You roll over to find yourself face to face with the chatty guy from earlier. Oh, Parasite, you're so heavenly to look at. I just knew it from the moment you looked at me. You were the one. How was he in your house? Why was he in your bed? How did he know your name? You stare at him, frozen in disbelief as adrenaline kicked in. You inhale a shaky breath, ready to scream, shout, or make whatever noise was about to come out. But he simply claps his hand over your mouth. Shh, we can't have you drawing any attention to us. Punch him, freeze, or try to escape. Let's punch him. He's knocked back. Blood starts to trickle down from his nose. As he's done, you take the opportunity to squirm away and off of the bed. Stop it, Angel, he says in a sad tone, as if what he was doing had nothing wrong in this situation. He catches up with you before you can leave the room, stepping in front of the door and slamming it shut. Why would you want to leave me? This is our destiny. You know this. No, it's not. I don't even know you. This is insane. You speak up, hoping it can knock some sense into him, but part of you knew it wouldn't. His expression hardens distraughtly. He pounces forward, tackling you to the ground. You try to kick him off, not going down without a fight, but he pins your hands down and sits just below your chest. Please stop that, Angel. He frowns. It's almost like a pout, like this was just some typical level squirrel. The situation felt so unreal because of his reactions. Distracted by your thoughts, he takes the opportunity to roll you onto your stomach and harshly pin your hands on your back. You're unsure of what he's doing until you feel something thin around your wrist. Uh-oh. A zip noise follows after. You put two and two together and assume it's a zip tie. The zip tie is tied to the extent of discomfort as he wraps your wrist with another zip tie. Fair, that should stop you from getting away too easily. He sighs with relief as he shifts around, grabbing your ankles, putting them through the same procedure. Afterwards, he turns back around and leans down to whisper in your ear. Don't worry, for your wedding, I'll have to put you on a leash. Wedding? What was he on about? He sits back up. Maybe I'll invite your friends and family. He wonders aloud. You're unsure if he's suggesting this generally or as a joke, but he sounded kind of serious. Didn't matter. He just wanted to get out of here, but with him in the room and the fact that you're tied up, escape was hopeless. He felt sick. He places his weight on top of you to prevent you from moving. Sleep, my angel. We have oh so much to get up to tomorrow. He slides his hand beside mine as he lays on top of me. We'll be married at last. I'll give you your dream wedding. It's a celebration that I found you again after all. I knew you fulfilled your promise. What is he going on about? I always had faith? Ending reunited? Oh, he really got the leash. That's crazy. And let me try to escape this time. You push his hand off your mouth with some succession and managing to roll off the bed swiftly. But as you try to scramble to your feet and rush out the door, he steps in front of it and slams it shut. Why would you want to leave me? Because I'm scared. You shake your head so slowly as you carefully step backwards. Please, just let me go. You resort to begging. He relaxes as you step away from the door. Please, my love. He steps closer to you, grabbing both your hands. I'll give you the best wedding you ever want. I'll marry you lie, I'll marry you truth. Maybe I can escape. I'll marry you lie? How will you do that? He's so strong. His eyes widen with mania. Really? Oh, Parasite, I love you so much. He beams suddenly as he gently brings one of your hands to his lips, kissing it softly. I need you, K-Ben. Now come on, you need your beauty sleep. We're going to be up bright and early for our wedding. As the two of you slip into bed, you hatch a plan in your mind to wait until he's asleep. You make sure to wrap his arms around you, but you are relying on the fact that he's a heavy sleeper to escape him. You lay there with what feels like for hours until you can hear the soft sounds of the chatty guy sleeping and his arms turning into dead weight around you. Slowly, you try to slip his arms off you and around your pillow, being careful not to wake him up. When you successfully do this, you slip out of bed and tiptoe to the bedroom door. No noises give you away until the last plank as you reach the front door and the snoring stops. Oh my god. You freeze momentarily, but you knew you couldn't waste any more time, so you opened the door quickly, not considering what noise it could bring. You escape quickly and hear the thump of footsteps behind you. Run! Parasite, come back! He exclaims desperately as he tries to run after you. At the dead of night, there weren't many people around, but in this life or death situation, you will find someone. A group of people watch you run towards them, wary of the man chasing after you. Can you help me, please? You exclaim desperately. Oh, yes. A woman hugs you tightly and nods as another rough-looking man starts an argument with the chatty guy. Oh my god, he has a knife. Does he have a knife in his hand? He does. Oh my god. You were so exhausted from the adrenaline and the entire situation, you switch off from the conversation. All the voices start to sound like muffles. You weren't even sure what the lady holding you was saying. The only thing you knew is that you were safe for now. Ending kind strangers. Oh. Bonus? After the police had sorted out the situation with the guy you met on the bus, they sent him to prison for a few months. It didn't feel like a few months. It didn't feel like enough to you. You knew that he would come out. All he would do was hunt you down again. However, you grew closer with the group who saved you. You exchanged contacts and stayed together. You grew close enough to have them visit you regularly during the hours you slept, so you felt safer. And eventually, you moved in with the friend who you grew closest with. When the chatty guy was released, he was never heard of again. Rumor states that he crashed your old house in a desperate search for you, but he found nothing. That's crazy, he went back. Good canon end? Yay, we got a group of friends in a way. Not the crazy kind, the good kind. Thank you for playing my first published visual novel. It was definitely surprising. I'll go deeper into various lore in the future. Oh, okay, because this guy was talking about, oh, I'm so happy to see you again. I'm just like, never met. Okay, I think there's like one or two. Alright, here we go. I'll marry you, Truth. His eyes widen with mania. Oh, Parasite, really? I love you so much. And he kisses you. I knew you cave in. Now come on, you need your beauty sleep. We're going to be up bright and early for our wedding. You comfortably get into bed with him. Comfortably is insane. Feeling confident in your change of mind. He seems like a nice guy. What's the worst that could happen? And then you chose this dude. You're weird as hell, man. Yeah. Now let's see how he reacts when we tell him that we'll never marry you. His expression falters at your words. Well, I don't think you have a choice this time. This time. His gaze darkens as his fingernails dig into your hands. He winces at the pain. You'll be getting married no matter what it takes. If I have to tie you up, I will. If I have to cut your limbs off, or I will, or even put you on a leash and harness. Well, you do that anyway, so. His wedding will happen, love. The seriousness behind his words made you shudder with nervousness. Seems like you weren't going to get away. Now you're going to be getting some beauty sleep for your big day tomorrow. He says this a little too lovingly. Something deep within your stomach churned, like dead butterflies. And you still got the ending in the end. Forced marriage. So now the last guy left is the emo dude. Alright, let's start this off by nodding my head out of respect. He glares at you before begrudgingly nodding his head back at you. He looks back down to his phone. You can hear the music blasting through his earphones. Look out the window? Yeah, look out the window. His expression relaxes as you stop trying to interact with him. And then let's ask about the tattoos he has. Oh, curious one are we now? If I told you you're in places I cannot show you. Yes, yes. Wouldn't believe. Totally. Yeah, okay. What can I say? Nod head out of respect? He raises an eyebrow and nods back to you. After saying goodbye, you thank the bus driver. Oh, you walk down the street, heading to the familiar location you call home. The only things you're able to hear are your footsteps and breathing. That is, until you hear another pair of footsteps behind you. You don't mind too much attention to it, not thinking much of the sound. Not until you reach closer, your instincts inside you scream at you to quicken your pace. You decide it's probably a good time to listen to the little voice in your head. As your pace quickens, so does the person behind you. Before you can break off into a sprint, you feel someone cover your mouth with an all too familiar chloroform cough. You struggle against the strong person's arms unsuccessfully as you slowly give in to the substance. You wake up, immediately noticing your body feels wrong. Your limbs feel stiff as if they belong to someone else. You flutter your eyes open to the emo guy from the bus. Stood in front of you. You couldn't tilt your head to see what he was doing. In fact, you couldn't move your body at all. Ah, awake, I see. He glares up and down at your body. He scoffs at you before relaxing himself with a high sigh. You're very good looking, you know. He states as he brushes his hand across your cheek. You can barely feel it. Pretty like a doll. A small smirk grows on his face with amusement. You make a fantastic mannequin, when you're unconscious at least. His smirk turns into a scowl. Your judging eyes aggravate me despite being so gorgeous. Like a wild animal's bright colors that show danger, that's what your eyes feel like. I can tell how badly you want to poison me, or use your venom if that's what you prefer. His laugh is warm yet uncomfortable in an environment like this. It will send chills down your spine if you could actually feel anything. Your eyes aren't the first vibrant I've seen. They'll all eventually lose their color. He walks out of your peripheral vision as he speaks. He walks back in front of you with a man, probably dead, dressed in smart wear. This is what you look like right now. He says a little too lovingly. Well, not the same outfit, but you get the point. You're all my personal Barbie doll. All, as in more than 2 people? He beams with a fresh sigh before putting the man aside. The unknown man's eyes meet yours, which weirdly grosses you out more than you think. He lost the light in his eyes months ago. Months? These people get fed? He's a favorite of mine, for sure. He sighs with admiration. He was a good partner. Said he'd stay with me forever. That poor guy. But my worries grew and grew. Is he going to leave me? So I just took the easy way out and made him into my personal mannequin. I mean, he was always so supportive of my hopes and dreams, so I turned him into them. Now I never have to worry if he leaves. He says as he hugs the man. You could definitely be a favorite of mine too. You're my type after all. I could get some use out of you. Unless you'd rather be dead, of course. He grins. You know what? How about I let you choose? Shake your eyes if you want to stay alive, nod them if you want to die. Shake or die? I guess I want to live. Personally, in this situation, no, but yeah. Good. I hope so. Dead malls aren't the most beautiful anyway. They freaking stink out the house too. Well, I wasn't planning on doing any caroling tonight anyways. I was just oh so generous enough to give you a warm welcome to where you'll be staying for the rest of your life. He starts walking towards the door as he looks back to you. Just remember how lucky you are that I thought you were attractive enough to keep alive. Good night. He coos as he shuts the door, plunging the room into darkness. Ending hot enough not to die. That's some reassurance, I guess. Alright, let's die. You nod your eyes desperately. He frowns slightly. I guess your wish is my command. He sighs and shrugs before looking around. Oh, I thought I had some left. He hops angrily and turns back to you with a gun. I thought this was Britain. Where did he get a gun from? No, actually, where did he get a gun? Well, I thought I had some medication left, but apparently not. At least you're going out painless. This is gonna make your face ugly though. The last thing you hear is him cocking the gun before he pulls the trigger and everything goes black. Ending, you weren't committed to a life of passion. I guess not. Okay, for this ending, I gotta be real friendly. So let's say hi, nice to meet you. He looks at you with his interest. Okay. He rolls his eyes and looks back down on his phone. Let's say you have really pretty eyes. He raises an eyebrow, a cocky grin on his face. Yeah, I do, don't I? His tone changes from the agitated octave he had earlier. I bet you just love staring into them, huh? He says this with a bit of a snarl. You're unable to tell if he's telling you off or flirting with you. Yeah, that's what I thought. He cuts you off from speaking, his tone of voice dropping straight back to being randomly pissed at you. Maybe it's because you bothered him. He really is, though. I feel like I can really talk with you. He scoffs. Whatever you say, love. Love? Really? Love. Love? And the bus is coming to a stop, and we will say, I hope to see you again. Yeah, I'm sure you do because I'm so amazing. He says in a mocking tone. Just do everyone a favor and piss off. He snaps at you. You don't argue back, of course. Why would you? You slowly shuffle away. And we say goodbye. This is not gonna be good, isn't it? But upon returning home, you hear banging and crashing. Quickly, you rush into your house, gripping a nearby object as a weapon. What? Rounding the corner, you see emo guy slamming your TV with a barbed bat. Mania and rage was etched on his face as he stopped to meet your gaze. Parasite, you're back. Do you like my welcome home gift? His words and laugh are breathy as if he's exhausted. I made sure not to miss a room. Don't believe me? Go on, look around at my work. He grins eagerly. I'm gonna slowly back away. Keep eye contact as you slowly back away. You try to suddenly reach behind you for the door, but emo guy launches himself at you. You barely manage to open the door before you feel a slam in your leg. How come these guys always have supernatural strength? When he pulls the bat away, the barbed wire rips your flesh. Ugh. You scream as he grabs you by your head and yanks you into the house, shutting the door. He presses his heavy boot into your chest as he looks down to you. You're so ungrateful. I worked very hard, you know? I can't even take the time to appreciate what I've done for you. What a selfish bitch. You open your mouth to protest, but he presses his weight into the foot on your chest. Open your mouth again and I'll spit in it. Wait, what? Open your mouth? Oh no. Let's just shut your mouth. Yeah. You quickly shut your mouth. You're going with pain as he crouches closer to you. Vibrant colors like a wild animal. He mutters something nonsensical under his breath. He shakes his head, as if snapping himself out of a trance. Part of me wants to keep you. Like, you could be a beautiful addition to the family. However, you're too weak. This role is survival of the fittest. People like you just won't do. He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a pocket knife before quickly slitting your neck. You make sure to keep your death quick. The split second of pain turns into a warm feeling of blood trickling down your body. Then you're taken to another place. Ending a man-eat-man world. Indeed it is. Why did he randomly come up and just, I guess he was angry and decided to just destroy their house? Like, what? How petty is that? So let me look around at the work he's done. Reluctantly, you turn around to look at his work. However, the moment you do, you feel a sharp collision that slams into your head. You don't wake up, so he does it anyway. Ending a true masterpiece. What was the point of saying look around? Alright, and last but not least, you gotta open your mouth and get fed like a baby bird. Without hesitation, you open your mouth, awaiting desperately. Oh my god, the music? He glares at you. What the hell? He wasn't sure what to make of the situation. I'm not actually spitting in your mouth. You protest, you of course frown sadly. Don't look at me like that. He seemed nervous, unsure of what to do next. So naturally you start pleading. Please? No. Please? Fuck off. Please? Ugh, whatever, just open up. Oh. Ending, I did it, I saved the town. Ugh. Okay, that's all the endings. That's the end of Fix Your Social Anxiety Simulator. The game meant by, oh, it's not normal, I thought, they're gonna be taken to some facility or like, I don't know, something like some giant monster is gonna come after them or something like that, or everyone that you're gonna talk to is gonna be weird in some sort of way, like have some quirky like job or personality trait or something. Not everyone being obsessed with your character for some reason and coming to your home in some supernatural way and kidnapping you. But I guess the lesson learned is like, when you're on the bus, just don't talk to anyone. Just don't try to immerse yourself. Just don't talk to anyone anyway, because you don't know, it could lead to you being kidnapped or have to lead to you being someone's obsession, basically. That's what I got from this game. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.